missing the party. Come on.
Greetings, tribe, and welcome to Snackin with Ortega. I'm your host of Extraordinary Magnitude, Ortega LaTrobe, and today I'm bringing you a seafood Alfredo ravioli bake. Today's dish finds it at the intersection of lasagna and casserole avenues, and here's what we're going to use to put it together. Got a ravioli, Alfredo sauce, some fresh peeled and deveined shrimp, some of our like crab, some roasted red peppers, some shredded Italian cheese, and for our seasoning, salt, pepper, Old Bay. Going to heat our oven to 350 degrees and bring this pan of water to a boil. Our water's boiling, we're going to add our pasta. We're going to cook this to just under what the package says because remember it's going to go in the oven and continue to cook. I'm using a fresh refrigerated ravioli today. Feel free to use frozen if you like. Make homemade if you want to. Just remember to follow the cooking instructions, but back off of a little bit because again, it's going to go in the oven and continue to cook. Package calls for 4. It's been about 3. Going to go ahead and drain these ravioli off. Going to need a 9x13 baking vessel. Next we're going to get some non-stick cooking spray and give our dish a light coating. Then we're going to take and spoon in a thin layer of Alfredo on the bottom of the dish. And now we layer in the ravioli. Ooh, hot. They got hot. Pour in about half of our Alfredo. Add in our shrimp. Now you can use pre-cooked shrimp if you want. I don't suggest it because they're going to cook in the oven. And you don't want them to overcook because then they get shitty and stringy. Please, if you're gonna use pre-cooked shrimp, just add them in at the end and stir it in and just let the temperature of the dish heat them up. And that way you don't want to, because otherwise they'll just be, it won't be good. You won't like it. Use fresh shrimp. Imitation crab. Our roasted red peppers. For our seasoning blend, I'm going to mix together a teaspoon of Old Bay, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. Just going to give this a quick stir with a fork, and we're going to sprinkle it on. Yeah! Now it's time for the cheese. I'm using a 5-cheese Italian blend here today from Schulzberg's Creamery. It's got all your standard, Italian cheeses, provolone, Asiago, mozzarella, all the shit. Now I had a few ravioli left, so I'm just gonna randomly layer them across the top. Take the remainder of our Alfredo sauce. And I'm gonna finish mine off with a little shredded parm. We're going to cover this in foil, pop in our oven for about 15 minutes, remove the foil, let it finish off for about another 5 or 10 to get a nice bubbly crispy top. See you back here in 15. Let's pull this out and see where we're at. All right. Just going to pop this back in the oven, give it about another 10 minutes to let this top get nice and melty and then brown up a little bit. Yeah, it's time, it's pasta time. Look at that, buddy. Just gonna hit it with a little crushed red, a little Italian seasoning, just to make it pretty. Let's take another look at it now. Got a little zazz on top there. Huh? Yeah? Huh? Yeah? Huh? Yeah, huh? Yeah. Let's get this on a plate and see how we did. Seafood Alfredo ravioli bake a la Ortega. All right. So yourselves a good bite. Get some shrimp. Make sure you get the peppers in there. Some of that bullshit seafood. Mama hold me. Yeah. Oh. Now, man, yeah, I could have made my own Alfredo sauce, but I don't like to. And also with the jar, I know exactly how much I have. I don't have to kind of guess for ratios. And this jarred sauce I use from Bertolli is fantastic. It's a creamy basil Alfredo. It's got a little basil already mixed in, a good amount of garlic. The pasta is cooked perfectly. The shrimp are just right. Oh man, it's got a good saltiness from all the cheeses and then a creaminess from the, oh man, this is fucking home run fucking derby. We out here at the Hacienda, we're doing pasta right. That's so goddamn good. Sorry, got a little carried away with this. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by the Hacienda, spending your time with us here today. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Your interactions help our channel grow. This has been Seafood Alfredo Ravioli Bake. I've been Ortega LaTrobe, and you've been snacking with Ortega.